Alright, welcome everyone to an off-season edition of WTA. I just realized I hadn't set up Discord yet, so you can't hear Voco. One moment. There we are. I mean, it's always a problem and I can't fix it until we start, so always gotta do it when we just open up. But yeah, we got an off-season
Yeah,
edition.
unfortunately, there's nobody in the actual chat yet to point out that they can't hear any of us.
Yeah, well, surely
Let's go.
Drahuska's lurking, but we'll see.
Anyways, shall we enable the shared chat while we wait?
We got Flandy and Drahuska can hear as well. Nice. Yeah, we can do the shared chat.
Anyways, who are we bringing in first? Well, it's only Flandy. We're dragging in Flandy
Yeah, we're
until
dragging
Drahuska
Flandy.
appears. Hi, Flandy.
Hello.
How are you going?
Oh, oh, not too bad. Same old, same old. Just
Nice.
vibing.
That is good. How you feeling about a bit of a different um, WTA and also off season? So Marvel count's gonna be something else.
Yeah. Um, when you have a different kind of WTA session with a lack of marbles, you know something's gonna go awry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's look at it this way. There's less marbles, meaning there's less opportunity to scuff.
But but it also means lack of drops too, so meaning there's a possibility that either one of us could only have two marbles and we're just sitting for like 15 minutes.
No.
I mean,
With
for all
casters
we know,
plus your own, it should be fine. Because if me and Voco
Yeah,
drop, you have three at least.
right.
yeah. But who knows? The Twitch algorithm might smile upon us and give us the TU channel more viewers than Squadfest.
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
We can hope.
Only we can hope, but there ain't no guarantees.
I guess we'll bring Drahuska in and we can then try and figure out exactly the format you guys want to run because there's a couple options. Welcome in,
Okay.
Drahuska.
Hi there.
Hello, hello. How are you feeling?
Feeling okay.
Nice, nice. But yeah, will be interesting with the low marble count. Also, your first time trying the new format, unless you've done it in your own time.
No, didn't do anything.
Fair enough. You've obviously tilted a little bit because of the SDS, but outside of that, I assume not too much.
Yeah. Also, the nothing for the last month, just SDS.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I guess the question for you two is, do you have a preference for ways to modify the relay format to fit it within the extra half an hour? We can either make each leg longer, or we can try and do a best of five.
Uh, both of us are pretty good at maintaining speed and stuff, and I think we can do 5 rounds. I think if that's okay with Drahuska.
Mm, Yeah, I was okay with both. I was more thinking about the 25 minutes, but yeah, we can do the
Yeah.
BO5.
Yeah, well, if you want to do the 25 minutes, we can definitely do the 25 minutes. But also saying too that both of us are capable of going more than 3 rounds.
Well,
But
it will both result
but,
in
but
about 75 minutes. It's just a question of, do you want to have that first leg be a bit longer so you can go a bit deeper, or whether you want to be
um,
like, yeah, I don't know what the difference with that and the best of five would be, but yeah.
true. Honestly, I say, uh, whatever Drahuska wants, I'm down for.
Okay. Um, so we'll do 25 minutes, but I'll give it 2 minutes of overtime cut into that. So the first leg
Alrighty.
will be 23 minutes. I forgot to change the actual rules, but one of the updates will be is overtime will only start not when 23 minutes ends, but when I tell you it ends, just so that you guys don't get confused.
Okay.
So if I don't say anything and I miss it, you guys can just keep tilting. It's my fault.
Alrighty. Sounds good.
Okay.
Just because we had that issue with SMF and Clot where they missed it, and I'm like, I want to try and stop that from happening in the future.
I remember that.
So it'll be on me to remind you guys. Although I'm not sure if 2 minutes will be enough, because after 25 minutes you might be into 24 range.
Oh yeah, or easily into 24 range, easily.
So we might make it 3 minutes at a time just so it's a bit safer, so you guys don't like get the weird thing we get a level that you guys just can't beat in 2 minutes.
Right.
But yeah, so
3 minutes seems a bit more fair than 2.
yeah. So it means that you have 22 minutes to tilt, and then at the 22-minute mark, I'll probably remind you guys to not start any new levels beyond a certain point.
Alrighty, that sounds good.
Sounds good.
Do you guys want to stay inside the casting voice chat, or do you want to move off into the waiting room and I just pop in to let you guys know?
Definitely you can mute me in the broadcasting station, so I know in real time when you're saying stuff and when the overtime begins.
What about you, Drahuska?
Yeah, I can stay here. I would be listening anyway, so
All right. Makes sense. With that out of the way, we can try and generate the seed. Need to see if I've actually fixed the Nope. Okay, there we are. Seed generation.
Woo!
Can I get a number from both of you?
Let's go 0.
7.
07. Nice. There we are. 0386778. If I can read properly.
0386778. This seat alone tells a story just by the numbers alone.
Sure.
Okay, so and so it starts off a bit wonky, and then it goes up into the sevens. Since there's only 2 sevens, it's kind of like a gamble if it's good or bad. But it should end in a high note, considering it's the highest number.
One thing I was gonna comment is because it's off season, did you guys want to run offline mode just to avoid awaiting result differences?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me exit out of this real quick so I can turn on offline mode.
Just thought it would be a bit nicer if you guys were down for it, because obviously there's no points anyway, so
There we go.
alright, and then obviously you both have 10-second timers already. Good.
Yep. And this is the most amount of marbles I've had all day.
Nice. So to not get us go too far over time, because now we have, I think, if you go the full match length, maybe 7 minutes of leeway before the half an hour. We'll get it underway real quick. Are you ready, Drahuska?
Ready.
Are you ready, Flandy?
As red as I'll ever be.
Voco?
Yep.
Nice.
Felix.
Yep. Actually, I forgot to get the timer up, but we got it now. All right. For everyone, we'll be going on tilt. 3, 2, 1, tilt.
Good luck, Drahuska.
Good luck.
All right, we're underway. Just level 1 now, so should be fairly straightforward. With low marbles count, hopefully they don't get caught up in the crescents too much. Nice and smooth. Yeah, Flandyman tucking around. Drahuska takes the same path. On to level 3, starting off with Octagons. 2 of them on there. If they had a high marble count, this would obviously be a spot for them to lose marbles. Although marble count
Mhm.
and percentage doesn't matter too much, so they can just go fast if they wanted to. But with the lower marble count, they're probably going to play a little bit safer. Don't want to kill everyone.
Or maybe they do, because really and truly, you only need 3.
Yeah, I mean, Drahuska's already dropped to 3, so truly maybe the plan.
Might as well go for that clearly not 100% save rate.
Yeah, and then yeah, Flanny has 100%. Nice, move on to level 4. I imagine how's the difference in marble count. Level 5 at Drahuska. Flanny going with no hands.
No hand. Uh, it's okay, Flandy. We know you have hands. That's hand waving, not no hands, but sure.
Nah. He's tilting with no hands.
No, he's tilting while waving his hands. They're 2
Sure.
different things.
Now see, that's tilting while waving. When it's both hands lifted, it's tilting with no hand. Who
Now we
knows what
just
he's...
need someone to tilt with their feet.
Yeah, that'd be tilting with no hands as well.
But you're technically not using your hands, you're using your fingers.
Sure. But yeah, Drew's gone to level 7, nicely sweeping through the level. How do we have a marble count difference? There's one marble difference between Drahuska and Flatty somehow, and I don't know what's causing it.
I don't know. Did Drahuska forget to drop in their own thing?
Oh, true, Drahuska might not be self-dropping, that would make sense. That'd be the one difference. Oh wait, right, yeah. Flandy's not dropping into Drahuska, Flandy's just dropping in his own stream. And also, like, some F here, nice. And then on to level 8 for Drahuska. Why is there... I'm so confused. Getting ready while having some food, alright, ZMF. But yeah, it's interesting that Drahuska's... Okay, we're at 17-minute mark, so everyone make sure you play for your safety play to keep in. On to level 9 for Drahuska. Flanny going through to end of 8. No squeegees yet from the looks of it. Obviously, that's the big thing with the low marble count, is you can't jump the squeegees easily. So, they're a bit more important. Drahuska getting the tight. The front 3 group, although it's not a tight group. Flandy following behind. Nicely jumping through that octagon. Tight call in the middle there for this squeegee. I am not talking well right now. Wow. Z-bridge for Flandy is just fairly clean, but close call a little bit there. Drahuska coming up to a Z-bridge as
So
well.
math, we just
Nice.
started. It's relay mode, so technically it's 0-0.
Yep. Let me get those numbers up. Wow, it's a little bit tight with Flandy name, but it'll be fine. Stuck marble on Flandy, not helping him out. Drahuska skipping the egg basket. Keeping up that momentum. Ooh, gets a stuck marble in the X room though, so it's gonna be a bit of a cleanup. Flandy falling behind. Can he get as good a egg basket skip? Ooh, one marble stuck, and it's me. Nice. Unless that could be Voko actually.
We don't know because we're in offline mode.
No, it is Voko. Yeah. It shows names still. Ooh, bad version bridge timing for both of them, so they're gonna have to wait for it. Unfortunate. I don't think there's any way to get faster for that outside of maybe if you were sim tilting it'd be reachable. Alright. Flanny now getting on the rotating bridge. There's like yeah, wait, this level has almost max density of those rotating bridges. Just so many back to back to back.
Essentially every other one
Yeah,
is a spinning bridge.
and you can't get them back to back, so you can't. That's like as close as they can be together.
But would they ever actually line up if they were back to back?
Depends. Like, in theory, it's possible to program them so they'd sync up, but is Pixel skilled enough to make his timing tiles actually sync? Level 13 for both of them, about
Well, I mean,
11 to 12 seconds difference.
Pixel, first of all, needs to bring back the turret tile.
I mean, I don't think you want to bring back the the turret tile as is because there needs to be adjustments to it, but the question is what to. I was actually going to mention that I sort of want to brainstorm and then send a list of like potential tilt changes to Pixel. It's a little bit late, but I feel like for each off season or before off season, I should just like send a list of tilt stuff to Pixel to fix and see if he does
But
any
will
of
he
them.
actually fix it?
Yeah, but just like here is a list of things that the tilt community noticed this season that would be nice to have changed. At the moment, one of the suggestions I wanted to do was maybe make the game get harder at the top end faster. And this is like not going to affect almost anyone because I'm talking about like 39, 42, 45, compressing all the changes between 36 and 60 into those three difficulties. Because at the moment the game just feels very flat right at the top end because there's so few changes over such a long distance.
Yeah, you really start to notice the length of the boards once you start hit 27.
Yeah, it's like they're only like the change is only in for one difficulty maybe, but because the levels last for 10 to 15 minutes, it means that a difficulty lasts for like an entire run. So like a single difficulty at the top end is the same time length as like 1 to 21. Both getting through, finding it a little bit close call with only 3 marbles, but basically
Yeah, I
caught up
think
now.
the solution there comes a point where like you just need to cap the length of the board.
I'm fine with the length of the board increasing, more saying the fact that for the top tilters, everyone that's gotten past 46 has made it to 60. So obviously there's not much difficulty increase up until the sort of high 50s from 46 if the people that have made it that far have made it all the way. And so like why don't you just put all these changes at like 45 instead because only a handful of people have gone to 45 and make that a bigger step up rather than having it so spread. Then if people get good at it and they're consistent at the level, make it harder at 48 rather than making the change like 2 hours deep into a run. 2 hours deeper. Because to get to 60, even if you're like super fast, it's still like 5 hours. big stack marble for Flandy, but he's actually in the lead for once. Drahuska coming to the end. Level 16. Drawbridge opening into side steps. See how they sync up. Looks like in theory you can hold forwards, but depends on how much of a risk it is. Remember to play. We're at the 10-minute 30 left. Yeah, finally a little bit ahead, just the rotating bridge timings. Stairs, hopefully no scatter. Flandy looks good for it, but ooh, nice lean clean for him. The Drahuska, stairs are a little bit worse, but still decent. Two caught on the ladder though. Probably gonna get, it looks like they might get stuck in the X room. Got them out though. And flying on to 17, the toll bars. RNG can be a bit annoying. There's a full open on the right side, so if Drahuska's paying attention, she can use that to her advantage. Drahuska saying that the toll bars are consistent. Um, I'll need to check that again because I remember thinking they were consistent, and then a few seasons ago, I don't know, lots more, way more a few seasons ago. I think it was like 6 or 7. They seem to be random, but something to check. Flandy going through LTL cups, very long. Nice open for Drahuska. Flandy coming to the end of the level, 4 marbles. Drahuska also got 4, but a bit more split, so needs to be careful. Looks like my marble's the one causing problems, so that's fun. And then on to 18, triple ramps at start,
Well, I can't
multi-tiered
have
hammer.
it all. You have to have issues once in a while with the marbles.
Yeah. Oh, it's the rhythm section between Flandy smoothly through, weaving through the rhythm section, over the hammer. Just good as a similar side input start. Going through. Flandy on to 19. Cross is wait, is this like a first cross ramp?
Yeah, it actually is.
Oh god, Drahuska. Nice, just don't get the jump. Oh no. She regrew them, that's good. If you get a good opening, she can save it. Okay open if she gets them. Should get the front one off. Very big time loss, but flying to go over a pyramid at 19, rotating bridge cross ramp to wait at the end. Great save from Drahuska there though, but the time loss for that song, that is so painful. But at least you didn't scuff, that's the important part. Hat timing does not look good for Pliny, but that gives a chance for Drew's going to catch up some back if she can get some timings, but always bad to risk them if you're behind. Finding out having to wait for this timing. Keeps going. Could be hard to stay patient. Exactly, Sama. Level of patience required. Drawage looks like Drahuska. Oh, it's gonna be tight. I think that's in theory possible, but yeah, just not worth the risk. Just going straight over the middle of the pyramid. Oh, only 2 through the middle, so or 3, but split. Okay. Flying on to 20. Probably gonna do a late jump, late skip. Scrapping that corner. Go up octagon through, events now. Just getting into the rotating bridge cross ramp timing combo. Straight of the vent for Flandy into the squares. Weaves through nicely. Let's see how Drusu's timing is. It's a little bit rough. The cross ramps are slower than the rotating, and so they'll be getting there down later, which means the early timing is what you need to take. Oh, we got a terrible keyhole timing as well, or combo as well, so Flandy going for the straight through. This is a very high chance to scuff. And oof. 20 level 20 scuff for Flandy with the keyholes. Rope slips a keyhole, which is, yeah, just a tough one, known for the scuff potential. Semaphore that's combo, yeah, it's a tough one. Give Flandy some time to keep going. Remember to play again to keep your marble in. See if Drahuska can get through it. Because of the format things, Drahuska wants to beat this level so she can get the level cap point. If she timed out on this level, she'd technically count as winning the leg, but she wouldn't get the level cap point. Yeah, Drahuska just needs to finish this level and she'll get the 2-way victory for this leg, and then we'll start for a new leg. Flandy can ask for a new seed or the same seed. Drahuska going to try to go straight through or start at the bottom because both work. It's just, yeah, depends on which one you're more comfortable with. Like, yeah, and Drahuska makes it through, so I guess we can call the leg there if they're both happy with it, and we can move on to the next one.
And he's like, nope, I'm doing this level.
Flandy is
Yeah,
gonna finish this level.
yeah,
But yeah, new
yeah.
seed. New seed was it?
Yes, please, new seed. Like, that was an awful seed.
And the next seed I generated has a 0 and a 7 again, so we're good.
What? Yay. So, 937.
Let me do the score for you. Yeah, that combo is not a fun one. I saw it and I'm like, oh, that's always a great one for competition. Test how you go.
It's almost like you knew that combo would show up.
I mean, I didn't pick the numbers.
Fair point.
Alright, we're both in. Let me reset the timer. That'd be probably a good idea.
You'll be smart.
Alright. We got... You're both on the level. Drusuka's actually got a higher marble count for once. Amazing. Make sure everyone drops.
Interesting.
Levels look the same. Good, good. Alright. Are you both ready, Flandy?
I'm ready.
Drahuska?
Ready?
Okay, Voko.
Yeah, we're ready. It looks
Alright, I'm ready. As usual, going on tilt. 3, 2, 1, tilt.
All right, good luck again.
Good luck.
Okay. We're going on to a new seed now, so hopefully not as many problems. But who knows? New seed, new adventure.
for all we know, this one is the actual cursed seed.
Yeah,
And the
this
other
one,
was just the warm up.
yeah, this one could be even worse. Who knows? Oh god, Flandy's getting attacked on stream. On to level 2. About a
Look,
5-second gap already from that cat
as long
attack.
as they stay scareful, I'm sure the marbles will survive.
True. Nice spot under Huska's stream. Do we have Thunder do your job? God.
Hang on. Let me
Wait,
ban.
but I
I
am mod.
got you.
I am mod. I think that. No, I'm mod in
Well, you could do it
TU.
on any
Oh,
stream. You
true,
could
you
do
got
it
it
on
in
the
TU.
TU channel because it's a shared chat.
True, yeah. On to 3.
Benefits of shared chat is Drahuska doesn't need to duplicate herself whenever she's actually tilting.
Yeah, true. Yep. Only a slight lead for Drahuska. But yeah, one of the things I was thinking about recently, it went back onto the topic of tilt changes that I thought would be interesting, is seeing if we could get a um level loaded timer rather than like level run timer. So when you click the continue button to open the level, have the timer start there, and then have the timer end when you finish the level to make it easier to track time for competition. But again, it'd be one of the ones where it would effectively be very helpful if they could do it, but I don't think Pixel would make that change. Have a similar toggle to offline mode where you can change how the time is recorded at the top. Just if we wanted to run a tilt competition that based on in-game time, that one would be a more helpful one because it would let you factor out the like awaiting results at the end of matches as just a time at the top. But yeah,
Mhm.
on to level 6, Drahuska. Going through, dropping the level count with a nice straight line. Weave through. Flandy, something similar. That bridge just gives that nice setup to do it. Drahuska killing off some extra marbles to try and save a few frames. Nice. Flandy waving apparently. Just doing another setup to get a nice straight line of marbles. This time LTL to weave though, so a little bit more awkward. Similar spot, octagons straight through the middle of the Drahuska. Flandy going left to right. That's a big swing. Making it through though. Drahuska goes on to level 8. Flandy takes the middle of the octagons as well. Coming on, looks about. Oh, it's going to be a bit more. 12 to 13-second difference, I think. Drahuska taking the octagons. Only 4 left because you did straight faults on that bridge. Weaving crescents. A bit wide, so the swing's going to be a little bit slower, but makes it through. Onto a squares. Through the middle. Court marbles. Ooh, that's a Drahuska. Drahuska, no. Oh my god.
I mean, Flandy just taking the front three right now.
Yeah, Drahuska took four, but they split either side of the goal. That's a scuff. We got
So that
17
brings
minutes
that
left, so
that
only 5
potentially
minutes
gives
lost.
gives Flandy a chance to make a comeback now because Drahuska won the first leg.
Yeah, players needs to not scuff though, because if he scuffs, like, Drahuska can catch up. Because there was 5 minutes left in the match when Flandy scuffed. So it's not the end of the world, but obviously it's a bit tough to come back if Flandy things. I think in theory it's still possible to catch the level cap as well, depending on how fast Flandy goes to um Drahuska's speed. Like if Flandy plays a bit safer and Drahuska goes at a decent speed, it's still technically catchable with the overtime. But it will be a tough thing for Drahuska. On level 3, Flandy on level 10. I dislike this squares combo. Z-bridge into squares is just so awkward. Flandy makes it
Yeah,
look
it's
easy.
like you need to either slow down and go around the outside or pull back into the corner.
Exactly.
And
It's
then
doable.
there's this squeege, which at least you don't have to rush the squeege anymore because it's now slow enough that you could just go and you'll still
Yeah.
make it.
It's nicer for the newer tilters, but it's just annoying for experienced tilters because it takes so long. Players complain about slow levels, but we had some real slow levels in the last seed as well with all the drawbridges, so I think it's just tilts.
Yeah, it's just the tilts. Planning needs to remember that Drahuska also has to deal with that squeege as well.
And the slow levels only really matter at the end, because it's the time gap between you and the end levels, really. It is not fun to go through slow levels, but yeah, at least it's fair. You both have to go through it. Yeah, we went fairly early cross round this time. Level 11 with 11 marbles alive and level marbles out of 11 marbles for Flandy. Okay, 40 minutes left to make sure it's safe to play everyone. 2 over for Flandy. Another 2 at the back. Surely Flandy doesn't scuff here. Nice.
It's fine. He has safety marbles in the egg basket, which he's just gonna throw off now.
Yeah, the squeegee time is not going to work for Flandy though, unfortunately. So I think he's going to have to wait for a full squeegee. Oh, he might be able to squeeze in, but it will be tight.
They might be able to, but he has to go right away.
Nice. Straight through. But, as we were saying, very close call on the squeegee. Stole a little bit and not getting it. Drahuska's zooming through level 7 now. It's 4 into the bucket. The next squeegee lines up nicely for Lenny as well. A little bit of a delay, but nothing too major. Double keyhole for the end. Lenny takes a little bit tougher side. Safer because it has the corner, but if you're trying to go fast, that wall gets in the way. Drahuska 3 at the front for level 8. Hopefully she can figure out these squares this time. I'm sure she can, but would be comical. Oh, she gets it. Level 13 for Flandy. Another squeegee that lines up at the start of the level. Straight through. Z-bridge. Then we got a rhythm section afterwards. Drahuska on 10, and Drahuska on 9, just sending them through. Straight through that. Crescents into the cross ramp, into another cross ramp. Lines up nicely. Flandy is cornering the textile after the rotating bridge to the end of the level. One mobile stuck, should be able to clean up fairly easily. And then Drahuska getting through the cross ramp. Level 14 for Flandy, level 10 for Drahuska. 11 minutes and 30 seconds left. A basket skip for Flandy. Drahuska going through the middle of the square, slightly different to Flandy. Worse out for her though, so all good. And you're gonna have to wait for this squeegee anyway, so makes almost no difference. Just the unfortunate wait for Drahuska. Flandy coming to the end of 14. Thunder getting stuck on Flandy's board, holding him up. We have a wild Rusty show up. Rusty here for all the points. All the off-season points.
I mean, Rusty could also just be here for the free Halloween emote.
True.
For those who don't know, you just need to say something in the chat, in the TU chat, and lurk for 5 minutes, and you'll get a free emote from Twitch for Halloween.
Oh.
Because trick or treat challenge.
Okay. Wait. Flanny going straight through. Switch back to hammer. Apparently we need hashtag in the title, which I don't think we have it either, so apparently Drahuska has it on hers. I don't know how
I can
shared
fix
chat
that.
I don't know how shared chat works with that.
I mean, if all else fails, just come lurk in the TU chat.
Do we have the hashtag trick or treat in our title? Apparently need that. Flandy waiting on a rotating bridge.
Okay, we added it.
Nice.
I don't actually think you need it in the title. I just think you needed it in the tags, but
Oh, in the
sure.
tags. Oh, okay. Makes sense.
It's in the title now, so again, if you haven't said anything in the TU chat and you want a free emote, just say something and lurk in it.
Drahuska making that tight squeegee timing. Flandy got double stairs at the end of 16. So many rotating bridge. Okay. Drahuska skipping through that keyhole, the two keyholes, a little bit faster than Flandy. As I said, there's a chance to catch up if Flandy plays it safe and Drahuska goes for the stuff. Straight through. Flandy onto 17. Nicely around the clock. Rhythm section to end through the switchback, so should be straightforward with that path. Drahuska onto the rotating bridge that Flandy's stuck on the textile corner. Drahuska also hits it, but gets through. Staris out of 18 into 12 bars. There's no full right side open on these 12 bars, but Flandy makes it on the left side open. Drahuska skipping the egg basket to squares. Nice and smooth. Flandy coming up to a Z bridge. Weaving through it as well. Less walls at 18 for them, so a little bit sketchier, but it also makes you have more space to get through, so positives and negatives. Drahuska coming to the end of 14 on 15. Flandy coming to the end of 18. Gotta wait for the drawbridge though, and then yeah, finish. Switch back for Drahuska into keyhole. One of those ones where you can save a lot of time if you just send it, but it takes a fair bit of confidence to try and weave that angle. Drahuska sends it down and then takes the stall to make sure she gets it. Big basket skip for Flandy. Has to wait behind the clock arm though for a little bit. Then the drawbridge timing to look for. Drahuska coming through the switch back to hammer at the end of 15. Flandy makes the drawbridge with another hammer and textile. That left side looks a bit tight, so he goes right side. Drahuska onto 16. Flandy a few tiles from the end of 19. Octagon skip into star. Staircase to end. Yeah, semi-fit is possible to do that side skip. I don't know if it was just a bit annoying to line up because there's no missing wall on the side. The drawbridge works nicely because you can like line up with the edge of the board. Drahuska rotating bridge weight. Flandy squeezing through the gap between the squeegee and the multicurve. More staircases. This level seems to have a lot. This scene has a lot of staircases, I feel like. Drahuska going through double staircase, Flandy going through a single staircase into another staircase. Does this have enough verticality for you, Foco? Nice 12 bars for Flandy, going straight through, finishing level 20 onto level 21. Beating his personal best of the previous one. We got 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Make sure to drop your balls, everyone. Play for the share chat. Level 17 for Drahuska. Staircase hammer keyhole. Clocks are left side keyhole. Works nice. Trying to get double the rhythm section. Drop corner to X room, so you should be able to skip that top corner. Yep. Nicely. Oh, very smooth. So smooth that he actually runs into rolls at the being too fast for the rotating bridge. But makes it through. Not gonna skip this one for the looks of it. Just takes the drop corner nice and slow. Drahuska on to level 18. Flandy through onto 22. 3 minutes left. Yeah, left side open for Drahuska there. Flandy, I think, made that time previously, so it's a bit of a tough one because I don't know what the next one is. Not very nice. This is what the annoying part about toll bars is. You just have to be set up for whatever they give you, and if you don't, you can lose so much time. At least the RNG is the same, but it can be fairly big swings in time. Just if a slight time offset. Flandy through the outside edge of the window room. Nicely done. Drawbridge timing. And then side steps. Our favorite tile. At the end of 18 for Drahuska, Drawbridge walked out. Flandy got a hammer. Nice and easy through. And then bumpers on to 23 with 2 minutes left. And Drahuska is giving the egg basket. Clock arm gets in the way as well for her. Rhythm section to bunker to S-curve for Flandy. Nothing too crazy yet. He just sends it taking their front 5. That's a fine Z-bridge. It could have been the other way and that would have been worse. Drahuska weaves through. T knocks her a little bit, but the octagons regroup into the star. And then a staircase to end. Flandy slows down a little bit for the Z-bridge to take the 3 at the front. Toll bar timing for him. Not opening. 1 minute left. Alright. Another S-curve into toll bars for Flandy. Drahuska. Hammer. Just stairs to star. Should be fine. Toll bars could be a bit annoying though. See how the opening goes for her. Left side again. Gets through this time though. To the end. Trap tile to Drunk Steve on 24 with 14 seconds left. Looks like this will be the last level for Flandy. And then, yeah, it's going to be a tight one for Drahuska if she wants to catch up for the level count.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be a trap tile into a cross ramp.
Is that the worst combo for a trap tile you could think of?
No, it's probably the spinning bridge without walls.
Oh, Drahuska nicely through. A bit of a tight one, but makes it.
I mean, there's also an
Flandy.
argument for these stairs. If you happen to come out on the wrong side, you're doomed. But
Yeah, I'd say most likely the worst combos would either be Triple Island or Tilting Tile. At least for 24.
see, the tilting tile, you just need to get it through when it's down. Triple islands, you actually would need the timing.
Well, the Tilting Tile depends on the tile after the Tilting Tile. But yeah. We have 2 minutes left.
Like at least with the cradle, you could theoretically
overtime.
stall and you'll still make the timing for it.
Yeah, it's just an awkward stall. Yeah. Flanny should wait at the end of 24 to see what happens with Drahuska. I don't think it will matter, unfortunately. It looks like a little bit too far, but we can see. Yeah, a minute left for Drahuska to do an extra 2 levels. Looks like it's doomed, but we can see how far Drahuska gets within this leg. Should be able to finish at this level off at least. Yeah, there's only like a handful of tiles that don't give you an area to float Semef, and that's like the rotating bridge and oh, there's all getting hit around. Not easy enough. just as Drahuska drew it up. Got 20 seconds left, so barely makes it in. You'd start the next level, but with like 10 seconds left, you don't even get to start tilting. Technically didn't even finish the level in time with that one mole getting stuck for so long, but I'd probably still count it. You basically finished it at the time. Alright, we'll unmute them. So it looks like you'll be going back to a new run. Drahuska, do you want to run same seed or different seed?
Different.
Different, fair enough. Alright.
Be
Let me.
overall, that was a fun seed.
It's a bit slow at spots, but yeah. This one doesn't have a 7 in it, so I guess it's Drahuska favored.
Fair enough. 9, 4, 6.
Would you be able to cover the next match voco for Ada? Seems like she is not feeling it for it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
92 946 9200.
Alright. Gotten in.
Yep. I got the fingers into the triangles.
Nice.
Yep.
Yep, looks good. Let me reset the timer and update the scores.
And this is the final round?
Yep, got all tied.
Okay.
And with scheduling, we're going to be very tight. Even with us finish, I guess we only finished the first one early.
Ready when you guys are.
Alright, Flandy, you
Alright.
ready?
I'm ready, yes.
Drahuska, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, on tilt, we'll go 3, 2, 1, tilt.
Best of luck. Alright, last round.
Let's go. New seed. Yeah, this will be the decider. I definitely feel nicer having the extra 10 minutes for the tilt. You get more into the 21 range rather than it ending at the 18s. Think it sort of gets to a nicer point in the tilt. Yeah, make sure to safety play everyone for the start of the match. Get you all in there, down to 9 marbles.
The gem runs have been updated.
Yep, that happened just before the matches started, I think. Flandy skipping outside octagons. Slight lead for Drahuska right now. Around about 9 to 10 seconds from the looks of it. Yeah, about 9. And then straight through. Yep, issues middle of octagons. LTL. Both of them in LTL. Flandy does the same path. Following just behind. He corners in the octagons rather than the LTL. And weaves through. Drahuska gets to the end, but it's stuck marble. Their own marble. Nice. That basically catches them up. Only a 1 second gap. Couldn't actually tell based on stream delay who's better off that. Looks like Drahuska's slightly ahead. Yeah. On to 6. Flandy takes a small lead this time. Neck and neck. On to level 7. LTL bridge, a bit of an awkward weave, but both of them should be fine. Just when you're speed tilting, you might want to corner for these sorts of ones. Drahuska's actually got a good group for it. Flandy as well. Flandy goes straight through. Drahuska corners. Then there's a cups to weave. Flandy gets it. Drahuska gets it as well. Keyhole to end. Keyhole takes Flandy takes bottom. Drahuska takes top. With this version, it's basically a wash between the two. But Flandy gets a small edge from avoiding that corner. About 2 seconds gained. On to level 8. Both taking left side wall through to the squares, straight through the middle. Flanny going straight through. Looks like Drahuska's got a little bit more spread on the ridge slopes, but going, ooh, okay. Gets gets 3 in at least this time. Flanny onto level 9, Drahuska cleans up. Onto level 9 as well. These level 8 squares are doing something to Drahuska and we don't like it. It's no longer cursed level 9, it's cursed level 8 with squares at the end. And we got a squeegee for them both to wait for. Drahuska's got 3. Gets around it. Flandy also 3. Octagon to go to. Bit of a split. But Drahuska seems fine. But oh my, that's an certified octagon moment where the marbles just don't want to cooperate. Flandy skipping that octagon. On the right side, Drahuska goes through the middle. Flandy then egg basket skip into the keyhole, blocks out for him. Drahuska goes the other way. Flandy having a corner here because low marble count, but Drahuska jumps the inside of this one, giving her the small lead onto level 10. Flandy about 4 seconds difference. Looks like a fairly open level onto a keyhole to cross ramp. So need to see what the cross ramp timing is. Looks like a little bit off for both of them, so Drahuska waits, Flandy also has to wait. Then a textile, that's going to be annoying to block in the way. Drahuska goes down around bottom side, Flandy takes top side. just weaving in that small gap, so he takes the lead as Drahuska gets onto level 12 at the same time, and now they start with a rotating bridge, which looks like it's going to be fairly okay sync. Gonna slow them down a little bit, but not the worst. $14 left to make sure to play everyone. They both drop down to 8 marbles. Flandy losing a few, Drahuska losing none, but one of those tight spots where you don't want to go too far back, otherwise you die. And if you're too far forwards, that arm can clip your marbles pretty bad. Drahuska weaving through, Flandy with a nice regroup in the cups. Following behind. Both weave the next cups. Staircase is okay for Drahuska, not good for Flandy, unfortunately. Good recovery from Flandy though. 3 into the corner. Drahuska sends through. Flandy sends through behind. Neck and neck. On to a Z-Ridge LTL. Drahuska takes the front set. 5 from the looks of it. Flandy gets a few more, but the front group flies off the end, so close. Drahuska nice onto the bridge. Flandy takes the corner to regroup, and then follows behind on the bridge. Another staircase. See how Drahuska goes. Decent down it because of the spread on the marbles. Flandy's a little bit tighter grip, so there's probably going to be more chance. Yeah, split. He takes outside edge. Nice and smooth from Flandy. Drahuska onto 14. Flandy onto 14 as well. Squares to start. Did they corner for this, or did they just go? Drahuska takes left corner. Flandy just goes. Both of them. Oh, Flandy just full sends that. Just slops the side. A little bit of a sketch group, but with a squeegee at the end, you gotta use that as a corner, but only 4 get there. Drahuska gets them all through, which means she had a chance to skip, but it doesn't look like she'll get it. Much time saved from skipping it, so she'll just wait. Oh, her own marble skips, never mind. Maybe Drahuska did want to skip it. She goes outside octagons. Flandy also goes outside octagons, so they flop sides, but fairly equal. On to level 15. Vents to keyhole. Right side looks like the better path, but also right side's the more annoying side to go down the vent, so Drahuska decides to take left. Flandy takes hitting the bar, but then effectively, 3 on the right side, nice and smooth through. Never mind. That gives him the small lead, but it's awkward timing for the rotating bridge means it's going to be, and he gets 3 through, nice. Drahuska's still the slight lead because the level load time, and also having to wait for the rotating bridge anyway, so that was basically, that start was all a wash because you had to wait for the rotating bridge anyway. As well as whoever started the level first. Okay. On to 16. We got the first cycle timing is the drawbridge. See if they both make the same one. It's the cross ramp. Side steps can be a bit awkward. Flandy not making it on, so they're gonna catch the same one. And then the drawbridge next. Looks like this one's makeable. Drahuska's on. Flandy on. Up curve to tall bars. No open for Drahuska. Still no open. I guess that's good because it gives her a nice weave through. Right side opens just at the end as they're leaving. Awkward next bridge, but Drahuska's good for it. Flandy goes to the right side. Decently good. Gets the corner, but 3 is a little bit spook. But he's got it under control. Nice. On to 17. We got Staircase Octagons. Not too bad. They're gonna have a tight group out of the stars. So there's gonna be some weird spread. Keyhole. Speed strat to go through like that from Drahuska. Flight does the same thing. That left side is nice for speed, but hard with large marble counts. Through to the end, and just clean up for Drahuska. Flandy needs clean up as well. And on to 18. Window room start. Options to either center in the middle or try and go for a side peel. I don't think Drahuska will go for it. Flandy might YOLO it. No, Flandy doesn't YOLO it either. Drahuska takes the front group. Flandy takes a full. Triple slopes. Flandy, Drahuska takes slow. Flandy skips straight down. Flandy again just sort of slops because he has more through. Drahuska takes it a bit slower. Slightly different ladder timing. Flandy 3 through onto the switchback. Drahuska onto the switchback now as well. Hammer stairs to the end. Oh, the clock in the way for Flandy. Timing looks nice on the clock. It's going to be a little bit tight, but he's fine. Drahuska a little bit different timing, but still out of the way for her. Flandy onto level 19. And onto 19 for Drahuska as well. The vents again. I don't know if it's a second vents or just a straight to the side steps. Just one vents to side steps. Alright. Flandy right side works. 7 minutes left. Make sure to get your balls in, everyone. Alright. Flandy out of the Z bridge through the hammer. Drahuska similarly through. Another hammer to a Z bridge. Flandy weave through nicely through the middle. To ridge. And that's the end, I think. Yep. Ooh, it's the stuck marbles. 2 at the front, 1 at the back. Flandy gets it through. Drahuska goes to the stop and then straight through the left side of the ridge on 20 for Flandy. Cross ramp to rhythm section. It's gonna make it a bit awkward to get a nice line for the next tile, but should be doable. Flandy splashes it nicely, gets 5 through. Vents, left side looks like it lines up. Flandy goes through middle. Drahuska also gets the line up on it on the left side. Left side vents for Drahuska. Hammer to Z-Bridge. Works for Flandy. Drahuska nicely stalls behind this minute. Ooh, drawbridge. Flandy's gonna be a bit awkward to skip. Flandy goes all the way to the bottom, has a wet stall cycle. Drahuska could skip this. Looks like Drahuska's going for the skip, which saves her a cycle. The extra miles it works out. But Flandy had enough of a lead that it's basically equal, only a small lead for Drahuska. Rhythm section, drop corner rhythm section. Don't think they'll go for the skip on this one, but previously seen Flandy pull off the drop corner skip clean enough that a rhythm section skip here would actually be reasonable for him, but depends on how confident he is for it. He goes for it. Ooh, this is a massive split. 3.
I think Drahuska just lost it
Drahuska
there.
also lost it, and Flandy also lost it. They both lost it on the 21 with the.
Yeah, I think we
And
could
neither of them
blame
saved one
some F's
marble.
presence
Oh
for that.
god. They should have saved one marble that would have been a win.
Some F, look what you caused.
Level 4 30 seconds.
Yeah, you should have saved it for the point.
Yeah, the one marble would have decided that. I think it goes to Drahuska then by like a handful of seconds. Wow. That is a close one.
Well, now you have to watch the VOD.
Oh, we already called that Drahuska finished the level slightly ahead, but that was yeah, a tight one. And someday people will remember to save one more without us prompting them.
Oh, let's see. Will they get to level 21 in 3 minutes?
Yeah, okay, how far can they get in 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Landy's saying he's not gonna make it far, but that's just doubter talk from what I hear. Yeah, Drahuska's gonna get to level 100 right here, right now in 3 minutes. Good to know.
I mean, it's the off season. You never know.
Flandy tilted no hands.
But yeah, I'll be right back then. I'm gonna go get some water,
Alright.
and then I'll turn on my stream.
Thank you, Foko, for stepping in. For the quasi fourth leg, Drahuska wins as well because Flandy scuffed. Nice. But yeah, we might pull them in now. I actually like the time is pretty good. I didn't realize that we have like 13 minutes, but I'll need to probably get up and take a break. So sort of good that we scuffed out. Still yet to have a 25-minute or longer segment that doesn't involve a scuff though. Maybe this next one. Yeah. We'll unmute Drahuska, I guess, for interview. Well done, Drahuska.
Thank you.
Very close one with you both almost dying to
Oh
the exact
yeah.
same tile. I think technically Flanny died a couple tiles later, but it was basically from the drop corner spread.
Yeah, I go two onto the second part of the drop corner, and yeah, just
Oh,
everyone else went over.
you were a bit too eager dropping onto it, were you? Because yeah, I was looking at Flandy's side when it happened.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I was thinking about skipping it, so I probably had a little more speed than I should have when just dropping down.
Yeah, it's one of those tight ones where if you're speed tilting, making sure you control the speed for it is can be a bit difficult, but good performance from both of you. Unfortunate with that scuff during the second leg. Just
Yeah, it's just squares.
yeah,
Today just weren't my friend.
the marbles just went everywhere. Bit unfortunate, but you recovered. You almost caught back up, just yeah, a little bit too far.
Yeah, he did really well. And with speed, like, he was quicker in the first one. He just, yeah, then scuffed, so.
Yeah, the first one was also real close until you had the yeah, triple slopes into keyhole is never a fun one.
Yeah, it really isn't. It's really just small margin of error.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
strat that Flandy went for, I think in theory is doable, but you don't want to be running along the wall. It makes the marbles go a little bit funky. But the way you do it, you stop at the bottom, I think is the more consistent way, but you have to be confident enough to stop.
Yeah, I'm more confident in stopping there than just going, I think. At least with this first version of the uh triple stairs, whatever
Yep. Whatever the
tile.
tile is.
So yeah.
Yeah, definitely looked good when you did it that way. It's just one of those ones where if you're not practiced, then it can be awkward.
For sure.
I'll unmute Flandy and see how his thoughts. Unfortunate one there, Flandy. Just a handful of seconds was the difference at the end there.
Handful of seconds, it's all it took. But hey,
Should have saved the
I,
marble.
Yeah, or you could have
you
saved the
know,
marble.
you know, man, it's just the force of habit. It's just the force of habit. Like when you scuff with 3 marbles, you do not think to save the 1 marble. You do not think that because okay, the run's over. But no, I forget that you add on to that after when I scuffed, and I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, either 2 or
Did the
1.
same thing. Yeah. As well. Like I just didn't think about it and like yeah, it's what it is.
Yeah, we'll eventually have someone remember, and then it'll be like big meta break for the competition, remembering to save 1 marble. The number of
What?
matches we've had where it's actually like being decided by same level if they saved 1 marble is actually crazy. It's at least like 3 to 4 matches that have been the same level scuff for both tilters. But yeah.
Yeah, well, overall, it was just a really fun match. Like it came down to the wire at the end, and I'm very glad it came that way because both of us are exceptional tilters, and we both shined today with each of our rounds. And so I have nothing to complain about. It was just a very fun match.
Yeah, definitely very good performance from both of you. I think I like this time length rather than the 15 minutes. It lets you get a little bit deeper, so that first run is a bit more interesting. Because if you had the same thing, but you had the best of 5, I guess you guys probably would have been in sync for the level 15s more likely. Like the 15 minutes. So you would have had the second leg for an extra 15 more frequently.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, definitely nice to see getting into those sort of 20 levels for basically every run except for the first one. But that first one had a tough combo, so that makes sense. Yeah, good work from both of you. I guess we can go do some shout outs if you want to. Do you have anything, Flandy?
Just thank you for hosting another WTA. This is a very fun time. Besides that, um, I don't think there's really much anything else. Just thank you, Dublix. Thank you, Voco. Thank you, Drahuska, and thank you everyone who stopped by. With it being end of season, obviously there's also a lack of marbles, but the fact that we got over 10 is amazing.
Yeah, thank you very much, Flandy. Definitely decent marble counts. Good to see. Better than getting like only 3 to 5, which can happen sometimes.
Hmm.
Anything from you, Drahuska?
Mm, just thank you for everyone that dropped because yeah, off season we know how it is and well finally I was able to get into one of these for sure really good. And well, I don't know, just uh, stick around, everyone, and watch the next match as well.
Yep. Good to finally have the matches running early enough that Drahuska can play. Um, we'll be running it again next week, hopefully. First week of season, we'll have more marbles then. We might be running it on a Saturday, which would be just before daylight savings for America, which would be interesting.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, so we delayed it by a day for this one because that daylight savings for Europe, so Drahuska could play. But next week we'll have to figure out how the daylight savings lands for that one.
Oh god, that's gonna mess
It's
with my
2
head.
weeks. It's
Oh
2 weeks
god.
for. Oh, I think. Isn't it?
Is it
At
2 weeks?
9,
Right? Yeah, no. It's not
then
this week. It's
and
next
then.
week. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay. Whew.
so
Yeah,
you have
dude.
still
Okay.
some time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
daylight
Okay.
savings in the US
Okay.
is the 3rd of
Yeah.
November. So yeah, next weekend, which again is as I oh wait, it says daylight
Next
savings.
coming weekend.
Yeah, it says Sunday the 3rd of November for me, which would be next weekend.
Hold on.
Hmm.
Hold on, let me to look this up for me.
Because I think it's the like wait, what
Daylight savings time.
is the
Yep,
first Sunday of
Sunday,
November?
November 3rd. So it's this coming weekend. Damn it. Uh
Um, I'm sorry for giving you hope for
But
one
yeah,
more week.
yeah,
okay.
we need to figure out sorting out the scheduling for that. But I guess the only other thing to shout out is obviously you're both doing STS. That's a thing
Yes.
that people should look out for. I don't know
Yeah.
if any of us had actually have a shout out for that, but yeah,
Uh,
that's a thing that exists.
STS is actually starting up their actual season next week since this week is a bye week due to the season. And so if anyone wants to get into STS, now is the perfect time because next week is when we're going to be doing the full season competition. So make sure you get into STS and yeah.
Yep, obviously, using starting soon, that'd be good. We'll go for a short break. So, both of you have a good one. I don't know, good night or afternoon.
Or whatever time it is.
Yeah, whatever time it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Um,
time.
if you need someone to help co-cast Dublix, I'm available if you need it.
Would be great to have someone extra because obviously Voca's now hopping into play, so that'd be appreciated, Flandy.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. In that case, I'll mute up. I'll exit stream, and then I'll unmute, and then be ready for the next match.
Yep, I'll head this off to a break because I need to grab myself some food to eat and then also prep for the next match. So, see you guys in a
All right.
bit.
See you in a bit.
See ya.